Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. It's 23rd of December, 2022, and it is really horrible outside. Oh my goodness, it is. The air temperature is -2 Fahrenheit, and it is currently blowing at about 25 miles an hour, giving us a wind chill between -30 and -40. Very nice. And we have 2 dogs, so that's lovely. Alright, so on the workbench here, continuing on with the Intellevision. This is some rather boring capacitor repairs. What do we got in here? 470, 10, not too many. I don't feel like working on that right now. Let's work on something more fun. I'll do that a little later. It needs to be done, but not crucial. So, what we got here? This is the board for to create video out for the Intellevision. So where do we start here? Video in 100 microfarads. 100. Here's 100. It's right here. So it says 1, 2, 3, 4. 100 microfarad. And believe it or not, how this works is these 2 transistors here are working as just an amplifier. What you'll notice, in order to do the amplification, you actually have to raise the video signals an AC signal, so it's still going to be positive and negative voltage. So what you have to do is bump the whole thing up to a voltage and then drop it down, then amplify it, and then filter it back out. So that's how this works. So you have this cap, which is actually hooked up backwards. It's just your AC signal coming in. I'm just going to build the board right here. So it's AC signal coming in. I was going to go ahead and cut a circuit board for this, but I don't think I'm going to be selling it. So I started cutting and it wasn't cutting very well. I need to do some wider pads and stuff. So since this is a one-off, I'm just going to do one of these little perf boards. Okay. So you get your video in. Then we need, so that's this part right here. And your negative stripe is here. Alright. And then I need 2N3904. Very common transistor. And if you're ever wondering, I got this cool little toy. I haven't been able to play with in a while. Hopefully the batteries are still good. You could put in your 3 leads, or 2 or 3, whatever leads, and it'll tell you what you have plugged in. I thought it was a little gimmicky little toy, but it's like, oh, this actually works. Collector's on pin 3. That's what I thought. Base is on pin 2, and your emitter is on pin 1. Here's your collector, your base, and your emitter. Which I knew, but I just wanted to show you anyway. Collector base in your emitter. for projects like this, oh, I'll get it close, you can see what I'm doing here. All I ever do, there's the base right there. What you do is you fold over the lead like that. Fold over this lead like this. There's a little tail of it there, but what I do, maybe I do it so you can actually see me soldering today. So what I'll do is stand you up nice, bend you over, cut this little extra lead length off here. Oh, I'm so glad this basement's nice and insulated. It is so cold out. I just got finished taking the dogs out a minute ago. So what I like to do is I just go over, make sure the pad that comes through your soldering, and make a nice little solder bridge across the whole thing, like so. Good. Alright. So going off from there. So we'll do something fun here. You can actually see electrically what I'm doing here. Put you aside a minute. So this is this. This is this. So now we need a 51 and a 51K and a 33K. 51K. 513. Yep. And if I wanted to verify that, here's your 51K. Like I told you, this is pretty cool. You can actually shove it in any component in here. You can put caps in here or whatever. There it is, 51.63K between 1 and 3. What a cute little toy. It works pretty well. But I knew that because I know the color codes. 5 is green, 1 is brown, and you need 3 zeros for K. So now we're going between this point here and a 5-volt rail, which we haven't made yet. I'll come off one north of it. I'll make this line on the top, sorry, this row on the top, 5 volts. And again, because this is the same point, doesn't matter. So I'll put a solder blob right there. Hit both ends of that one. The other one's a 33, so that's going to be orange. 33K orange. Oop, that was a little solder. That's right. It doesn't have to be beautiful, it just has to work. So I'm going to leave this lead long for now, because I'm going to make that into my, this row here will be my 5-volt line. But this line, this little one here can come off. Like so. And again, I left the one lead long on this capacitor because that's my video in. So I'm eventually going to have this bent over here. And there's going to be a wire that goes off to the video in. Alright, so now we need a 33K. So that's orange. There it is. My poor lab partner. He was colorblind. That was quite the challenge in college. Orange. So I'm going to make this bottom row the ground the rail. Again, I'm going to leave that lead long coming along here. See that lead here? this lead here. Oh, my nails are dirty. Apologize for that. That's this end. Here. And then the other end folds over here. You just don't want to accidentally create a solder bridge between, that's your emitter on your transistor, that transistor. Again, just kind of make a nice big solder bridge between all of them. And like I said before, this lead is no longer needed. Come off. So you can physically see this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this. So next I need a 660 ohm. That's 6. Blue. Blue. No, that's violet. Is that the one I didn't have? Oh yeah, I need a 330. I used 2 330s for that. That's what I did. Yeah, these are 330s. I'm feeling so lazy today, I'm sorry. Just double checking my work. .25, close enough. So, resistors in series add. Since I don't have a 330, I'm putting a 2 330s in series, giving me 660. I don't have any 660s. I'm sure I have a 670 somewhere. And that goes on to the collector side. And then we're going to tie that into the 5-volt rail as well. Rail is just a common term used for people use line, people use rail. I happen to use rail. I'm going from the collector side. So transistor, the collector is basically what collects the current. The base is what controls it, and the emitter is what happens on the outside. That's what gets emitted. You can use it as a switch, you can use it as an amplifier. In this case, it's being used as an amplifier. Okay, and then this is also, on this end, it's going to be part of the 5-volt line. So you can see here, I'm extending this existing wire over here and soldering together a little junction. It stops moving on me. So, because I don't have a 660, I have 2 330s in series, so that's this, and I need one more 330s, another orange, brown. orange, brown. Here you are. And that's half of it, so it really keys you in that it's a being used as a amplifier. So I'm going to come over here a little bit just to keep it neater. This just goes to here. So at least this point here is the emitter side. This again goes to the ground rail. That symbol's ground. You'll see all sorts of different symbols around. Some stand for earth ground, some for chassis ground. Technically that's an earth ground. Or is that a chassis ground? I can't remember which one that is. Everyone just uses that one anyway. Wait, that's the wrong value. That's red. That's a little 22 ohm. Grabbed the wrong little guy. Glad I looked. Oopsie doodles. Well, mistakes happen. So pencils have erasers and solders have suckers. See what happens? I don't check my own work. We were going to go to the aquarium today, but they closed. Too cold, too dangerous. I don't know how they're going to play the Bears game tomorrow. Yeesh. Soldier Field downtown? Ugh. We're in the lake. Forget it. It's 3:30. Where's my 3:30? Well, a second. I hate one more 3:30. 22. I got the 75s. Where that went? 3:30. Why is my 3:30 been a mess? There you are. There's a 3:30. So I hope all of you across this great nation, from basically the continental divide east, are keeping warm. This workshop stays nice and toasty. And coffee. And my backlighting compensation likes to go weird when I look at a piece of paper. Alright, so you're soldered. You are 3:30. And this is the ground rail. Now, that gets us up to 660. Here's your 5-volt rail. Here's your 330 as a wire. So there's another 100 microfarad. Positive faces this way, comes off the collector side. So this will take a little bit of maneuvering. It comes off the collector side. Right there. And there is your... So I'm putting this wire in right here. See, the collector is on the top of this fuse, so it's on the bottom when I flip it over. That's this point, is this point. So that's this cap here, that's this point here. So we need a 15K going up to the, come across here. So there's a 15K going up to the 5-volt line. And the 22 coming down. 22K is this guy here. And I need a 15K. Where's the 15K at? You know, I thought I pulled all the components. Where the heck are they? There's your 15K. Let's lay these parts out. Here. $75, a 22, and a 22K. I had the 22K, so there's your transistor there. Here's your well, that's just 22 ohms. 220 there. What the heck are you? Oh, my eyes are old, my brain is tired. Luckily, my wife gets Christmas shopping done, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's see what we got here. This is a 75 ohm. And 22K. So that's a red, orange. 22, yeah, 3 zeros. 22K. Very good. Anything left in the bin? Oh, I didn't pull that one. Well, that's not like me. I thought I pulled them all. Put these back. So that's this guy there. Alright, so coming off of this cap, the 22K is going to go down to the ground rail. Oops. Extend you one more. Alright, so there's your 22K, I can tell by the colors. And then we have 15K. Not 15K. had a 22. Let's see. There's your 22K. That's a 22K. Oh, I didn't pull the 15K. Oh, boy. Here's your 15K right there. Brown, red, orange. Yep, that's 15K. Again, that goes up the 5-volt line. Including the pad. Come on. I hook my lav mic up on my right keyboard so I can keep on taking it off. There we go. Alright, so get some of these extra leads off. Get in the way. Alright. 22K. Now we have one more transistor coming in, which is going to be this guy. Okay, so again, so now bend it over a little bit so it doesn't go anywhere. The center one, which is the base, which is this wire here. So electrically, we have these two resistors, this cap, and that transistor base are all the same electrical point. You can actually see that on the board. Right here. This is all the same electrical point. Alright, so that's the base. So the base ends there. At this point, it doesn't have anything else electrically tied to it, so we can trim those leads off. Base ends there. Alright, so now the collector side has that 75 ohm that goes 5 volts. Oh, you're ugly. Why are you out so much? Yeah, you're ugly, but you work. Okay. 75 ohms, that's this guy here. 75, yeah. Again, that goes to the 5-volt rail as well. That goes 5 volts, and it goes to the collector side, which is the C. C is for collector. Again, that's your 5-volt rail you're hooked on there, and this goes to the collector side, which is right there. But that also has one other connection, which is to the positive side of this 100 microfarad cap. So since we're here, I'll put the cap in as well. Bend that over there. So, oh, it's hard to video this, isn't it? So this point here is the same as this point here. Alright, so we're gonna solder those all together there. Trim that off ahead of time because I can't see what I'm doing. From here, that's this wire, that's that connection there. Again, I'm just cleaning it up. Alright, so we got this guy. Now the 422 ohm that got lost in its wrong spot goes to the emitter side of this transistor. If you ever get in electronics, your 2N3904 is one of the most common transistors in the world for a discrete component. It's probably the first transistor you'll ever use. And that is one side of it. Again, I'm going to clean it up. Trimming off this little piece right here, and then this goes to the ground rail, which is running along the bottom. You can see that junction right there. Alright, so looking at the world, you can see how we went in. That's this cap, that's this resistor, that's that resistor. These two resistors make up this resistor, that transistor. Here's your 330. There's your next cap right there. We move over. Here's your 15K. Here's your 22K. Ooh, our next transistor, your 75 ohms, because that's your standard impedance for video signals, is that. And that's a really, I don't know why you're pushed out so much. Which one are you? Let's see if I can neat you up just a little bit. Which row are you on? You are on this row right here. That's where we're going to sit anyway. It's kind of sitting up funny, but it doesn't matter. It's not touching anything, not hurting anyone. There's your 75 ohms, your 21394. There's your 22 ohms. Here's your cap. And I need to have some video out. And then finally, there's this alone 100 ohm, 100 microfarad cap for the audio, which I'm just going to stick over here. Keep this kind of isolated from the rest. But I will use that ground eventually, so I'll move you up one more. There we go. Move you all the way to here. This I'm going to put in temporarily, just to have it there. I need to find stuff. I have some shielded coax. So there it is, start to finish. This is schematic to actual board. This is that guy right there. So yeah, that's going from schematic to a done board, and that's what it looks like. Alright, that's up for tonight. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and a little Christmas music, because it's almost Christmas, everyone. So everyone have a Merry Christmas. If I don't come back online before then, I might. Who knows? And I'm sure I'll be back before the new year. But Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay warm, stay safe. It's really horrible out there. But, yep, thanks everyone for watching, and have a great and happy Christmas.